All right, man. Let's talk about Bogdanović. All right. Um. So he turned around and he said he really didn't have no preference about coming to Detroit. Okay. He said he really didn't have no preference. He said he just he just want to hoop, I would guess. But he didn't have no preference about where he wanted to go from Utah. I'm pretty sure he probably would have been good staying in Utah. He was on the move. It just didn't really sound like he really cared. As long as he was cashing a check and he was able to hoop, he was good. Okay. So at the end of the day, shit, I respect it. I don't have no other choice but to respect it. But um um But let's get into it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to be notifications. We go live or drop video. So he said Bogdanović super happy and excited to be part of the Pistons. He says the decision to be decision to part with Kelly Olynyk and Saban Lee enormously painful from an emotional standpoint. No, it ain't. Clearly necessary from the perspective of objectivity. When return for the Pistons solves the many needs for Bogdanović addresses. Quote, he checks a lot of boxes. Dwayne Casey nodded after conducting first Pistons training camp practice Tuesday. Experience shooting the whole 9 yards. It helps everybody. Casey admits it will be a challenge to find roles benefiting of the talent for the four remaining big men of the roster. Stewart, Bagley, Nerlens Noel, Jalen Durham already making an impression. Never mind the complication that ensues when Kelly Olynyk made it to the five-man core hurt. Casey was a longtime admirer of Olynyk, dating to his days in Toronto. Coach when Olynyk was a key component of the Boston's makeup in the league. The Pistons lost general manager Troy Weaver's core four. The rookie draft class 2020 is his first draft. Also includes Stewart Hayes, Sadiq Bey. Quote, it's tough, Casey admitted part ways to Lincoln Lee. You guys like Saban Lee, who kind of a glue guy for this team. Everybody, close to everybody. Kelly, he's just a pro. Um, that's tough to part, but tough part about the business, everybody shed a tear just to get a little emotional. But at the same time, for the good of the team, you get a guy like Bojan, and everybody in the league wanted. Bogdanović, for his part, was back in his native Europe when the news trade came down. He changed plans to make it to Detroit in time for a planned Sunday team dinner ahead of camp. Quote, very excited to be here with the a group of guys and the coach that really experienced. Bogdanović said, 33 years old, at Tuesday practice. I'm here just 2 days. Everything is great so far. Bogdanović not only balances the roster, but three-point shooting, proven IQ, experience, and two-way ability fits on two-way ability. They made this one sound good. I'm not gonna let them get away with that. He ain't no defender. So he's talking about two-way ability. He send and receive calls, but he don't text them motherfucker. He a good offensive play. He a bucket getter. He a bucket getter. You know what I'm saying? He gonna space the floor. And need somebody to go get a shot. That's what he do. He's a franchise player, but I just say he's a great guy, first and foremost, and then a great player. So putting me on the roster next to him, he's going to have more space to operate. We will learn about each other soon. So you're talking about Cade Cunningham. We'll see. It was just the first day, but I'm crossing my fingers and toes and everything else to hope they do develop a keen chemistry. Casey said both of them are smart men. They both know the game. All they have to do is learn to play with each other. They'll get it because both of them are smart and talented. The fact Bogdanović got traded to Utah amid the start rebuild after the offseason that saw Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell said elsewhere in the massive draft hall was not surprising. The fact the Pistons won the chase caught the basketball world off guard. Bogdanović wasn't investing much emotional capital on monitoring the market for him, despite the rumor mill being filled with suggestions. He was headed for a contender with the Suns or Lakers. Mentioned probably. Can we stop calling the Lakers a fucking contender, dude? They suck. Quote, I didn't have any preference. Bogdanović said there was a lot of rumors. Who knows if it's true or not. Super happy and excited to be part of the Pistons. Quote, he's in Croatia. He flies across the Atlantic. He's here for our first team meeting Sunday night, Casey said. That says a lot about how he feels about Detroit. So shit, Bogdanović, he just liked the hoop. Bogdanović just want to get shots up, and he like to hoop. At first, I thought it was the Atlanta Bogdanović. I think we was linked to him. I like him too. Like him off the benches, he a bucket getter too. But he Bojan and this Bojan. I really never paid attention to the difference for real until now. But yeah, super excited to have him. You need another veteran on the team, somebody that can space the floor. Um, somebody go get a bucket. That's one thing they ain't have on the bench. Somebody that's naturally able to get a bucket. And that's what they hurt last year. But I think they was perfectly fine to handle that. But I just think shooting still was an issue. So I think you could have staggered Jaden Ivey minutes or Cade minutes or Bay minutes and kind of got a score out there. But he more of a natural, complete scorer compared to them. You know what I'm saying? He's shooting down pat. He know who he is and what he is. Compared to a lot of those other guys, they still trying to figure themselves out. Cade completely don't know who he is just yet. So, so we got to see. But yeah, I'm happy to have him. That was a good trade. I'm thinking more of the Jordan Clarkson side of things, but yeah, it's still a good trade. They needed that. So yeah. So but we gotta wait and see. But good deal for them. The guy that want to be here, broke his neck to be here and learn the team, and Bogdanović, Nerlens Noel, and Alec Burks all on 1 year contracts. So Pistons, if this don't work out, or if it do work out, however it go, the Pistons definitely gonna be players. Come the trade deadline, they definitely gonna be players. If just continue to keep going, they definitely gonna be players come next free agency, and it's gonna be plentiful next free agency. They're gonna have a bunch of money if they play their cards right. So yeah, we're happy to have him, man. And he might be here for a good time or a long time, or maybe both. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts. Spotify, Anchor only. Excuse me. I appreciate the love, support. Peace. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist.